Origins, UX, and this is Getting Killed Even More in My Summer Car by channel martincitopants. Yes, another Finland simulator, I guess, My Summer Car. I saw the first video Martin made, I guess, a month ago or something, right? Getting repeatedly killed in my summer car. The game is ridiculous. So many details, like you think like, okay, my summer car, so is this a car simulator type of thing? Is it mechanic simulator type of thing? Is everything, right? You build your car, somehow you can piss on things as well. You can have collisions. This is ridiculous. The level of detail this game has, like, yeah. You know, usually I see lots of mechanics in a modern game and even older game, and I don't get surprised that often because I know how much a game engine can do. But some, you know, game that doesn't feel like AAA, I don't know if this is AAA or not, but doesn't feel like AAA, but it has so many details in there I've never seen in any other game. That's just awesome. So let's watch it.
Hello again. Welcome back to Finland. In the last video, we experienced the many wonders of Finnish culture. Building a rally car, getting very intoxicated, tractor driving, dying of dehydration, hydraulic press channel, dying from pissing
dying
on
of
TV,
dehydration, what the fuck?
dying from giant wasps, getting into a bus, having the bus collide with another car head-on, getting stuck, reverting your progress, hopping on a motorbike and dying from a rally car smashing into you at 150 kilometers an hour.
Sideswipe.
You know, normal Finnish stuff. Last video we died a lot of times, and made zero progress, because every time I died, I had to start over from the beginning. In this video, I've disabled permadeath. Trust me, this was a good idea. Today, we're going to actually build up our rally car, and, with some luck, win the rally. Death will not stop us, but it'll definitely get in the way.
Oh, you can die, but not progress and will not go away.
We began back at home, with the car ready for assembly. I got the wheels from the wasp-infested mansion, and the car was built. To get the car running, I had to buy a few more things from town. Of course, the only vehicle I had access to was the slow, not fun, very boring tractor. Normally getting to town would take it about 15 minutes. However, I got into town significantly faster because of this. The train. Disabling permadeath was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my entire life. Because if I had to build the car again...
This is a simulator as a simulator can be, right? Oh, look at that. It's about you're building your car, you're going to the shop to buy something. Oh, wait a minute. There's a fucking train coming. How didn't you see that? I love this detail.
And things would have gone down very differently. I woke up in the graveyard in town, bought the battery I needed, and pondered how to get home. Our best option was getting a ride from the guy in the green car. My cousin. Pena. This is a man that has nothing better to do than drive along the dirt road at ridiculous speeds, 24 hours a day, one hand on the wheel, and the other on the vodka. Definitely someone I'd like to climb into a car with. Now, if you were being driven home by a raging alcoholic, do you think swearing at him would be a good idea? Shortly after giving him the finger, he stomped the gas, accelerated to a very high speed, launched the car at 100 kilometers an hour directly into a tree, and we both died. Maybe swearing at him was not such a good idea.
Anyways, if you
so
saw the finger,
he driving home at a much more reasonable
angry.
60 kilometers an hour. But you know what can go a lot faster than 60 kilometers an hour? The F-14 Tomcat from today's sponsor, War Thunder. I mean War Thunder. That's right, boys, the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever created. 2,000 vehicles, tanks, aircraft, helicopters, and... Oh no! Combined arms warfare. What does that even mean? I have no idea. It's either multiple modes of combat within the same battle space, or something to do with Siamese twins. Every single vehicle is detailed and modeled down to the smallest detail. Health bars? No. You fool. You idiot. You moron. Every component is deeply modeled. Oh no, my tracks have been shot. Oh no, my turret can't rotate. Oh no! I'm dead. War Hunter, I mean War Thunder, offers the most immersive possible combat experience. And guess what? It's free. Play it now on PC, Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 5, or any previous generation console. War Hunter, I mean War Thunder spans over 100 years of vehicle warfare. Biplanes, gunships, whatever the hell this thing is. Wait, you don't have a joystick to fly the F-14 Tomcat? Don't you worry, fucko, you can fly with a mouse. My favorite thing about War Hunter, I mean War Thunder, is the frighteningly deep knowledge within the community. Some might say too deep. Play War Thunder now on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox using my link in the description, and you'll get a bunch of free stuff, multiple premium vehicles, a premium account, boosters, and much, much more. What are you waiting for? Download today and fly a $50 million jet directly into the ground. Anyway, we were not in fact in an F-14 Tomcat, but in Penna's green car. I stopped him at the side of the tractor and hopped out to survey the damage. To make a very long, painful story short, this tractor is a fucking bastard. The very next thing I did was disconnect the tractor from the trailer,
So okay, so if you turn off permadeath, you kind of respawn, but everything is very so like even the accident is going to be there. Is that it? There's no any form of reload. It's just there. I love this.
A terrible mistake. I fetched the bike back from home and used it to unflip the tractor with about 10 minutes of finagling. Yes! Now from here you'd think things would be easy,
the
right?
New physics.
I could just simply use the tractor to flip over the trailer and then drive off. Nope. First, I tried lifting the trailer with the fork loader. It didn't work.
Trailer's that heavy?
I unflipped the tractor again. Yes! And tried ramming it. It didn't work. Stop! No! Oh my god! Another 10 minutes of finagling with the bike and the tractor was unflipped again. What? This time I took things a bit slower, did some maneuvering with the fork loader, and finally got the trailer flipped the right way around. And the tractor flipped over again. No! Another flip of the tractor and another attempt. I got the trailer completely flat with the help of the tractor and tried bumping it with a beer case to help get the wheels unstuck. What?
Alright, so engine's not
And
perfect, but it's still good.
What? This was after 40 minutes of the same bullshit happening over and over. I'd get the trailer flat to the ground, it would spring itself back into position, and I'd be back at square one. I couldn't take it. It was time to cheat. I went back home, saved the game, installed the Grab Anything mod, and went back to the scene of the crime. It turns out this was actually a great idea. When I picked up the trailer, it behaved normally. But when I let it go, it did this. When I disconnected the trailer at the very beginning, it locked it into that orientation at that position, so when I tried to move it, it would force itself back. The only way to unlock it would be to attach it to the tractor, which was not possible with the trailer on its side. So to fix it, I grabbed the trailer, oriented it the right way round, and stuck it to the tractor. Oh my god. It worked. Back home, it was time to continue.
So basically the crash registers the objects where they are, and if you try to manipulate it any other way, it will just basically bring back to how it was, right? Unless you actually use the way it was intended to. He just got around with attaching it to the trailer or something, tractor.
Continue building the Satsuma, which I'd managed to get running only for one of its pistons to commit die and fire itself out of the engine. I replaced the piston and head gasket, fired up the car again, and took her for another test drive.
LED lights.
Oh no! Oh dear! Ah!
Well, shit. Turns out the piston firing itself out of the engine also destroyed the oil pan, and the engine had no oil in it. No oil is bad. I didn't know that the oil pan had a hole in it. All I had done was check the dipstick, which read no oil, so I tried adding an entire bottle of motor oil, which went through the engine and out of the pan onto the floor. Well done. After fixing the oil pan and adding another bottle of motor oil, the car did indeed work just fine. The car worked, but my feeble little brain did not. To test the car, I decided against driving it and instead just revved the engine a bit. Enough to get the water in the radiator hot enough to where it exploded out of the cap. Oh shit. Me, being a bit of an idiot and wanting to get a better look, switched off the engine and unscrewed the cap, which, let me remind you, had a bunch of superheated steam underneath.
Oh shit. I don't know what I'm more surprised about, that they actually added all these elements, right? I mean, how much detail did they really put in, right? Did they think of every single thing that could go wrong, and if you don't handle it right, how accident can happen? This is so good.
Oh. My eyes!
Oh my god.
I'm a fucking idiot. Now, the car could run, which is all great, but if I wanted to win the rally race in this thing, I would need to substantially upgrade it. Better tires, better wheels, a better engine, better exhaust, proper racing seats, nitrous, the list goes on. To get these upgrades, we would need money. Lots and lots of money. And me? Well, I was broke. In my summer car, there are a lot of ways of making money. Everything from chopping and delivering firewood, to putting ads in people's letterboxes, to illegally brewing sugar wine and selling it to the local alcoholic. One of the best jobs you can do is finding junk cars by the side of the road and towing them back to the repair shop. The first bit of junk I found was this
shit to make money
thing. The day I chose to do this wasn't exactly ideal. Saturday. The rally would be on, and cars would be flying down the dirt road every few minutes. That, however, was not the issue. The issue was these guys standing by the road to watch the rally, and my, less than optimal driving. Unbeknownst to me, this action had sealed my fate. Since it was Saturday, the shop wasn't even open, so I left the junk there and drove the rest of the way home on the dirt track, where every few minutes an idiot rally driver would smash into me at incredible speed. Back home, I sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Murder is fine, apparently.
Today was going to be good.
The game has so many details in it, like all these things that could go wrong. If you saw somebody finger, they get angry at you. But murder is just fine. I mean, you know, it's a rally day. If he was gonna kill by Martin, he was gonna kill by some other rally guy.
Today was going to be productive. Today I was going to get the bat.
Oh no, it's...
Oh shit. Yep. That guy I ran over earlier, he died.
I love this game, man.
Yes.
Now come on, we don't hold it.
Well, shit. Prison. I'll
My
stay
God,
here
I love
for
this.
10
What?
days. May not seem so bad, especially considering we
You get
murdered
to go to
someone,
jail?
but 10 days in my summer car is 20 hours. Factoring in sleep, our stay here could be as low as 15-ish hours, real time, no abusing save states, just sitting here. Damn.
Whoa.
Okay, time's up.
I don't want to pause too much, but this is ridiculous, man. So I guess since this game is continuous, like nothing goes out, right? No detail goes out. There is no reload. Like if you remove the permadeath, you just respawn. So everything stays, like even the crash stays there. So they went at so much extreme that even after you go to jail, there is no reload. You literally go to jail for 10 days apparently. If you kill somebody, you just go for 10 days. But even in there is actual jail cell. There is TV going there. You have to stay there for 15 real hours. Who made this game, man? The developers are ridiculous.
In prison, I had hatched a devious plan. Robbery. Timo's,
Oh my God.
a simple establishment. The grocery store on one end and the pub on the other. The pub has this inside. A slot machine.
Once you
Timo lost
murder,
the
I
keys
mean,
to it a while
thieving
ago,
is
so
not
it's
that
just
much,
been
right?
sitting there collecting cash. The plan was simple. Drive the tractor into town, smash the window with the fork, attach the machine to the fork, and violently yank it out of the store. The plan sounded good enough, and so, the heist was on. I loaded up the tractor and drove it into town in the dead of night. There, I found our victim, Timo's pub, and the slot machine inside. Unlucky for us, though, were these two guys outside. So, with some quick thinking, I used the tractor's fork loader and, moved them. I smashed open the window, attached the machine to the tractor,
turned
and
into
yanked
GTA
it
5,
out
man.
with ferocious anger.
Let's do the
I took it
heist.
to the sports
Oh
field,
my God.
laid it down on its front, pried off the back plate with a screwdriver, and began ransacking it for everything it had.
How much?
Everything it had turned out to be 7,000 marks.
And cops are not
Not
gonna
bad.
come this time?
A celebration was in order. I popped over to Timo's and bought myself a pizza for 2,700 marks. Somehow he knew I had broken his window and had fined me for my trouble. Prison had made me a violent, angry man. And this sent me completely over the edge. I sculled back a healthy 10 beers and began pissing and shitting all over the place. These fucking bastards had locked me up for doing basically nothing, and now they were taking what was rightfully mine. I drank more. I pissed more. I punched
This is
the guy in
Life
the head. I
Simulator?
took the slot machine to the
Goddamn.
highway and placed it in the way of oncoming cars. I was here to tear down society. Fuck it. The rally was on. They wanted to lock me up for running over one guy. Well, how about I run over?
Oh my God, I'm just gonna say this is the best game that was ever made. What is this, Life Simulator? Holy shit. He accidentally killed some guy, goes to jail, and then he's like, yeah, if I kill some guy, I'm gonna just steal shit, and yeah, he's a criminal now. This is ridiculous.
Well, shit. 153 days in prison is a long time. About 230
This time when he comes to jail, he knows all the guards, everybody. Yeah, Brian, how you doing? Yeah, I'm back again.
hours of waiting that I definitely waited for. It gave me time to think, to consider, to ponder. Was I on the right path? Was a life of crime really for me? No. Once I got out of here, it was time to build the car and win that goddamn rally. And in no time at all, I was out. Our first task was getting the car inspected. I wouldn't even be allowed to
After so many massacres, will they even let him drive in a rally?
participate if the car wasn't road legal. So I had to make it road legal. To do that, I needed more money. And no, I would not be partaking in any more crime to do this. I was a new man. So, my first money-making venture was illegally brewing sugar wine to sell to the local alcoholic. You know, like a businessman. Firewood. First you chop it, then you deliver. 3,400 marks. Sewage. My uncle lost his license traveling at 169 kilometers an hour on the M31, and he's given me the keys to his sewage truck. Suck out sewage, get paid. Sewage. More sewage. The sewage truck is very big. Make sure to drive it carefully and watch out for that pole. More sewage. The tank is full. Time to dump it in the waste treatment plant. Whoopsie, I accidentally dumped it all over the floor. We got cash. Upgrades. Rear wing. Very important. Gauge cluster. Bam. Tachometer. Bam. Drunk man is calling. Drive him home. Money. Green car driving. Fuck. Okay. Listen, mate. I just need you to fuck off. Right now. Grandma wants groceries. I buy Grandma a bunch of groceries. Drunk man. Delivered home again. Sugar wine sold to drunk man. Sewage. So much sewage. Dead moose on the highway. Wait a minute. This isn't Finland. Timo wants me to advertise. Okay, Timo. I'll advertise for you, Timo. I have flipped the car. Picking strawberries. Man insults you while you make a terrible wage. Who are you looking at, you fucking dickhead? Shit. I forgot about Grandma's groceries. They've all gone off. Here you go, Grandma. 8 kilos of spoiled sausages and 20 liters of moldy milk. Yes, Grandma. That's awesome, Grandma. Can I have my money? Yes, Grandma. Really cool, Grandma. Okay. Finally. 74 marks. More sugar wine deliveries. Hey, look. It's Penna. I'll just stop to let him cross the intersection. Cruising down the street in my 6'4", jocking the bitches, slapping the... Is that a bee? And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Inspection. Will we pass? Will we fail? Who knows? Well, this guy does.
This is a build-up, man.
Just fucking banging on the car with a screwdriver. Yep. And what do you know? We failed. You fucking dickhead. Do you know who I am? I need this car right now. You know what? I'll be right back. I fixed up everything Mr. Inspection Dickhead wanted me to fix, got him to hit my car with his trusty screwdriver again, and what do you know? We passed. The repair shop owner Fleetari caught wind I had shat all over the inspection shop parking lot and rewarded me with a 50% discount and 10 bottles of the strongest booze in all of Finland. Thanks, mate. Gentlemen, the time was upon us. The car was working well, it was registered, and it had a few upgrades. The day was Saturday. I could just tell big things were going to happen today. I drove to the rally sign-up station and signed up. Well, I would have signed up if I hadn't forgotten my helmet. Shit. Satsuma was in fact drivable, but had been having a few issues with the suspension. Quite a few.
Wait a minute, isn't in Finland there is this race? I'm pretty sure it's in Finland, right? Where you just buy crap cars from junk, right? Upgrade it somewhat and just drive it unless it until it trashes completely. Then you redo it again. You just buy cheap cars like that because you know it's gonna crash. I'm pretty sure that's in Finland, right? Teenagers and everybody fucking race in that thing, from old people to all the way to the teenager. Damn, that's awesome. I'm not gonna lie, this game is so good because I also wanna, you know, one day want a shed where I can build a car slowly, restore it, whatever. I like that shit. I always been a car guy. So, you know, this game is just awesome completely.
Issues, in fact. Cornering was basically impossible, and when I hopped out of the car, it did this.
Ew.
I found that if I took a wheel off and then just stuck it back on.
The fuck?
So, rally o'clock, it was. I drove to the start, this guy counted me down, and off I went. The race did not last long.
Yeah.
Oh no, oh no.
After going to jail twice, this is the payoff.
Attempt 2. This time was even worse. No! Attempt 3. This time was even worse. God, fuck! Attempt 4. This time I took things a little slower. Instead of barreling around the corners at over 100 kilometers an hour and flying off the track, I took them at 80 kilometers an hour, keeping all 4 wheels in contact with the ground and preventing any crashes. This strategy worked. I didn't even crash once throughout the entire track. Just, you know, after I finished. Slow and steady does win the race, boys. Now let's see what we got.
Last, yes. 2 times in jail for this.
Dead last.
What is he chewing?
Okay, I guess I'll All hope wasn't lost. Stage 2 of the race was tomorrow, and it was the same route as Stage 1, but in reverse. Surely tomorrow, I would redeem myself. I took the car back to the start of the rally and parked it there overnight as per the rules. Except I didn't read the rules closely enough, because I parked in the wrong spot. To get to the start of stage 2, I'd have to take the highway, which has a speed limit of 100 kilometers an hour. I'd been completely ignoring the speed limit, which turned out to be quite a costly mistake.
Oh no, 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 no.
This little fucker got me going 115 kilometers an hour. Only 15% over. I'm sure the fine isn't that bad.
Nope.
Shit.
It's Finland.
That is a lot of money. I didn't have the money to pay the fine, so I just gave him the finger and fucked off. Anyway, I had a job to do. Get a good time on the second stage and try my
Cops
best.
are above the law, not just above the law, about the laws of physics. Yeah, so there are lots of but European countries like Finland is also part of it. What was the other one? Netherlands? I don't know which other countries, but their fines are ridiculous. It's so ridiculous it costs more than a house, right? And I guess some what was it? Some mayor or somebody from the town once said that these fines keep the town going or something. We need this fine, but I mean, understand that you need this fine. Understand that you can fine whatever, but there is a limit, right? You can't just do whatever the fuck you want. Just because you need it doesn't mean you're gonna charge somebody just for going like what 10 kilometers per hour over the limit, and you're gonna charge him more than the fucking house. I mean, that's beyond common sense at that point, regardless of what you need or not. That's just ridiculous.
To get out of last place. And before I knew it, the rally was on. On the straights I got up to 100 kilometers an hour, and in the turns I could manage just a bit below that. Of course, going at this speed with my flimsy little car, mistakes were bound to happen. We spun, but we could keep going. Then we flipped the car.
You were getting airtime. Spun.
But we could keep going. Then we launched it into a ditch.
No! At least didn't kill anybody.
The door was hanging off, but we could keep going. And then we hit a rock.
Oh! There goes the engine.
We could not keep going. I was extremely close to the end, so I jumped out of the car and legged it all the way to the finish line. I still had a bit of hope, despite all the tumbling around of the car. We had driven fairly well, and so I checked our time.
Oh, last.
It,
not even last.
wasn't good. My time was so bad, it didn't even show up on the leaderboard. A time so terrible that it sent me spiraling into a deep depression. I drank a case of beer, drove to Fleetari's, found the 10 bottles of booze, and drank until I blacked out. And blacked out again. And blacked out again. And again. And again. And again. And then it was next week. During my bout of violent...
Alright, can we take a moment and really realize, like, if something like this really happens in real life, right? You're trying to restore your car to drive in a rally race. You don't have money. You do shit. Accidentally killed a guy. Go to jail. Comes out. Go on a crime spree, thieving and shit. Goes to jail again. Just right enough to make your car just ready. And then you can't even make the leaderboard. First time you're last. Then you're not in the leaderboard because you're constantly crashing. I don't know. You need special level of patience and I guess willpower to carry on after that shit. Because this is ridiculous.
Alcoholism, I found 9,000 marks of unpaid fines on the kitchen counter.
Fucking 9,000 marks and unpaid fines.
So, I was in a lot of debt, the police would probably be at my door to throw me back in jail soon, and I still had a rally to win. Things were not looking good in the Mart household. I needed money, and fast. So when Mr. Drunkman called at 2 AM asking for a ride home, I obliged.
Yeah.
I picked him up, and he began his usual drunken babbling. But this time, he let me in on a little secret. His wife had bought a winning lottery ticket, and he had stolen it and the money without her realizing. He said he kept the money hidden away in a suitcase. How much money? 5
How would this
million
game
marks.
has this level of
If
detail?
I could find that suitcase, that would be enough money to pay off my debts and build the rally car of my dreams. Did I really want to steal from this man? I had sworn off a life of crime. Yet here I was considering stealing millions from this guy who thinks he's my friend. Approximately 3 seconds of pondering later, I concluded, money. To find the briefcase, I would have to
Oh my
scout.
god, how good of this game. This is a life simulator, right? I mean, you show the guy who's barely scraping by, goes in a life of crime, barely survives. Then he finds a, just the right ticket, like, enough money to just get his dream going, right? But it's also another crime, it's thieving. So, this shows all the, like, bottom, how a guy can be bottom, bottom of his life, whatever, hit the low bottom, whatever it's called, right? And at the same time, It also shows some kind of a greed, right? Just, you know, dangling the carrot in front of me, like, if you get this money, you get, your life is set, right? Your rally will be perfect, your car will be perfect, and you just, all you have to do is just steal from this guy. This is a life simulator or something, right? There are lots of people's life can be traced like that, or lots of criminals' lives. This is ridiculous.
Our the entire map, every little nook, every cranny. Oh, look, there it is.
Just in the out.
I threw it in the back of my car and drove home, having a minor accident on the way. Shit.
Can't you just grab it?
I opened the briefcase, and oh my, that is a lot of money. Literally 15,000 presses of E later, I was left with 1.5 million marks. Much less than the advertised 5 million, but hey, he probably spent it on sugar wine or something. It was time for some upgrades.
He's
I
gonna
bought
come for
the
you.
entire catalogue. The best suspension, the best carburetor, nitrous, a new steering wheel, all the cool body panels, the best radiator, time on the dynamometer to measure our immense power. And most importantly, a cool paint job. Gentlemen,
Nissan.
the car was ready for round 2. I gave it a good test on the highway, and of course I got pulled over and fined 30,000 marks on the spot.
I have the money.
Dickhead. The car was ready, but I needed some practice. So I took it to the dirt track and drove the route over and over. Every corner, every gear shift, each slight bump and bend. I even got rid of the stick shift and switched to paddles for speedier shifting. And a couple of hours of practice later, we were finally ready for competition. Saturday, the start of the rally. Big things were about to happen. This dude counted me down, and off we went. The car was very fast. All the upgrades had turned it into an absolute weapon on the track. I shot past the repair shop, around the sharp bends, went a bit wide on this turn and hit a tree, but let's ignore that. Past the turn off to my house, past Grandma's house, over the train tracks, and across the line. The pace felt very good, and checking the standings confirmed my suspicions. Ooh, yes. That's right, fellas. First place. I was officially in the running to actually...
Imagine if cops come by. You were last and then you weren't in the leaderboard. Now you're first. What did you do? What did you do in the movie?
win the rally. All I had to do was have a similarly good performance on stage 2. I took the car back to the parking area and parked in the right spot and went back home. Tomorrow, I was gonna
The drunk guy's gonna come for
back
him, right?
home, I sleep. This sleep was a bit different. I was not woken by the pleasant sounds of the Finnish countryside, or even the phone ringing, but by a belligerent drunk man in my room with an axe. Turns out he didn't appreciate me taking his money. Fair enough. Well, with him subdued, I went to finish the rally. Stage 2. This time I'd parked in the correct spot and wouldn't be incurring it.
What is he, Engano? Just punch him in the fucking... He just collapsed. This is ridiculous. I mean, he's a drunk guy in the end.
Time penalty. I took the car to the start of the next stage, where I signed up, and before I knew it, the rally was on. All that practice had paid off. I knew the corners. I knew the bumps. We flew over the train tracks, past Grandma's house, past the turn off to my house, into the sharp left turn, past the drunk man's house, past the repair shop and the mansion with wasps in it, through the farmland, and before I knew it, the race was done. There it was. Oh yes, we had driven pretty damn good, and were 30 seconds ahead of second place. I knew just how to celebrate. The fireworks back home. On the way back, I crossed the bridge. I'd crossed the bridge many times at this point, but this time, it felt different.
Yeah. What? What's happening? Oh, come on! No! Oh my god! My god, this is the best game that I was ever made! The drunk guy killed himself because of the money. This is a life simulator. It's not a fucking... Change the name. This is not my summer car. This is my life. That's... Man, I love this. all the details, like holy shit, if you steal from somebody, oh there you go, but there's moral dilemmas. And now you have to live with that because of you, some guy killed himself. But then again, he did kind of driven over lots of people. Numbers are just racking up. Oh god. I hope this video blows up like really high, like this gets millions of views and people realize how good of a game this is. I mean, it already has near 1 million views. It's not even, what, 24 hours? It has been 24 hours now. It's like, it's 1 million views already, 5th on trending on gaming. Man, I love this. I hope Martin does a lot of videos with this game, because this is some ridiculous game, man. Look at the details. Who are the developers? I'm definitely going to check out who the developers are, because the level of detail I don't see in any kind of a game. No RPG, no nothing, right? I mean, they think of everything. Holy shit, you can steal from a guy millions. He'll come for you. You can punch him down. He's going to kill himself. Holy shit. Alright people, that was getting killed even more in my summer car by the channel martincitopants. If you like my reaction, don't forget to subscribe. Comment down if you want to react to a specific video. And I'll see you next time.